Mouse on Mars are a German electronic music duo who are Janssen Werner and Andy Thoma. They were formed in 1993 and have released 12 studio albums. Hi, my name's Dan, and this is a review of Iaora Tahiti. I have no idea how that's meant to be pronounced. By Mouse on Mars. It's their second album, and it's my first encounter with them, and so I've not heard this album before. And it was a mildly pleasant experience to listen to this, to review it. So I describe this as being mostly instrumental electronica of a variety of different feels. The first track does have vocals on it, but it's female spoken vocals in Japanese. For me, it's probably the best track on the album. I think that the vocals add quite a bit. The speech adds quite a bit to the feel of that track, and it's strong. The rest of it, as I said, is varied. Sometimes it's glitchy, sometimes it's wibbly. It's often verging on the ambient. There's some kind of junky sounds in Chunkle, which has got an almost Gorillaz feel in the backing. Schlectron is possibly one that stood out a bit more for me. It's got more upfront sounds than some of which are quite kind of dirty sounds. So glitchy stuff. The last track, D Inera Oranga, orange, the word, but how you pronounce that in German. It's almost silent with some distant noises, bits of silence, I think, some sound effect stuff near the end, and some speech somewhere in the middle in German. Which is quite an unusual track. I think it was meant to be kind of a bit like a response to, when CDs used to have this hidden track towards the end. Oh, where are we? 1995, so we're about the right sort of time for people to be messing with that sort of thing. So it's kind of experimental at times, but not full-on Aphex Twinny kind of experimental. And the overall feel is one of quite lightness, I would say. Maybe even I'd say it's whimsical at times. Others have described it as being playful. I think I agree with that. So some music is foreground music. It demands that you listen to it. Some music is background music. It does the opposite. It kind of sits there as something for you to do other things to. I would describe this as being maybe mid-ground music. It's somewhere in the middle between those two. I quite like it, and I applaud the variety and the interestingness when I was concentrating. It did somewhat pass me by. It seemed to encourage me to not pay full attention to it. I think maybe that's the lightness, but it's also somewhat, nowhere near totally ambient, but it's somewhat ambient-y, I would say, in that sense. So I'm medium in favour of this album. It's the sort of thing that maybe I'll listen to once in a blue moon. So that's what I think. But as always, I'd like to invite you to tell me what you think. So what do you think? Can you let me know by leaving me a comment? And that will be it from me for now.